Welcome to another Monday mini episode of Pure Hustle Podcast. I'm Mike.
And there's Orlando. And we got to talk about those easy peak Q4 mistakes.
Ooh.
And the reason we're dropping this now is because we're just at the corner, right at the place where we're going to hit that peak Q4 sales. And you don't want to be caught off guard, not being ready for that peak.
Yeah. When you're dealing with retail arbitrage going like crazy, or maybe you've been sourcing, or maybe you have items that have already been in your inventory for a long time and it's just really starting to fly off the shelf because we're moving into that holiday season. Any one of these things can derail your business or make it so that you're not running optimally. So one of the first ones that we want to talk about is just not having your shipping supplies ready. And it can be challenging when you're dealing with, hey, I didn't know these items were going to sell. I've had them in my inventory for a while and I wasn't ready. But a lot of times you can kind of anticipate what's going to be hot during Q4, what has already started. Maybe the beginning of Q4, maybe you were selling a certain type of, gadget of some kind, and it's a special size. And so it needs a special size box. And you've already sold like 4 or 5 of them and you got 50 of them in your inventory. That might be an indication that I need to get the boxes either prepared or buy the boxes for this, because if over the next week or two I sell all 50 of them, it's going to be a nightmare when I'm trying to Frankenstein a ton of boxes, or I'm running out last minute and I go pick up 10 of the boxes for it. And then the next day, another 10 sell, and then I've got to go back out. And so you got to use the information you have and get those supplies you need. Is it bubble wrap? Is it boxes of specific sizes? Is it Instapacks that are going to surround maybe breakable items? Do you need to pre-cut some boxes to have them ready? What do you need to have ready to go so that you can ship the items that are going to be moving and flying off the shelf and you're not wasting time? Agreed.
Now, this one, it might cause some controversy, but I'm a big advocate. Like, you need to run sales at the peak of Q4 because everybody's looking for a deal, especially now in this economy. Everybody's looking for a deal. So you better believe that, if retail has been running deals since early October, okay, now we're at the end of November, and, there's all kinds of sales being run on Amazon and Walmart and all these platforms. People are going to be expecting deals. Now, unless you have that really, really unique item that, there's not too much competition, then maybe you could get away without running a sale. But I think you're going to do yourself a disservice because there's no better time to sell items than during Q4. So I would definitely say don't get caught not running sales.
Yeah. And the next one is not shipping on time. And this kind of takes on 2 elements or 2 aspects. One is you want to make sure you've got your settings set so that you're shipping as quickly as possible and that's in your listing. Because as people are getting closer and closer to Christmas, people start to worry. They know things start to take longer. The post office is taking longer on things. And so if they're buying at this peak of Q4, they want to make sure they're getting the item that's going to come to them the quickest. And so if your competition is sending same day or next day and you've got 2-day handling, even if you normally, because I know sometimes people I always ship same day or next day, but I just have 2-day handling just in case, Q4 is not the time to do that. You want to make sure that you've got your store set so that you're shipping stuff right away, because you want your stuff to be competitive. People are going to look for which one is going to get to me soonest. Even if it's only a day difference, as we're getting closer to Christmas, people are going to really be looking for the fastest because they're worried about it not making it in time. And the other thing is, if you do happen to ship something late, during the rest of the year, it may not be the biggest deal in the world. A lot of times, as long as it gets to the customer at a decent time, they might not even notice, hey, it came a day later. When we're getting close to Christmas, people's anxiety is high. People are worried about getting their items, being able to get it packed. They've got early Christmas party, because you might think, hey, it made it there before Christmas. What's the big deal? Well, maybe their Christmas party was the week before. True. And so you've got to be fast. You've got to be fast, because an upset customer, they get it late, they might just go somewhere else, pick up a different item and return yours. I went to the store and bought something else because I had this Christmas party. Yours came a day late. I'm shipping it back.
That does happen. Yeah. It does happen. Now, there's no better time to sell than now. Don't hope for that extra $5. Don't go, maybe this will sell for more in January. Now is the time to sell. Granted, I've had the opportunity where, there's those after Christmas sales, but there's no certainty, especially right now in this economy. Like, you have to sell now. So don't miss out on opportunity. When somebody gives you a good offer, when it might not be, you're looking for 80% an item and somebody gives you a 70% offer, take the offer. If you're, there's a flood of the same item that you have, right? There's a retail arbitrage item. At one time you were selling it for $100 a piece, and now it's been flooded and people are selling it for $60, but it's still profitable. Just sell it, move it, because you do not know if you're going to have that same opportunity after Christmas. Remember, if you listen to our previous podcast episodes, people are at their limits on their credit cards, right? So this moment right now might be the limit. And if you don't sell that now, no one may have any money after Christmas to buy what you have. So now is the time to sell.
And then our last one here is just not taking advantage of the peak Q4 time. Now, we still don't know exactly what this year is going to look like, how sales are going to be overall. But no matter what, Q4 is the time of sales. So even if things are slow now, it's just an indication that, as we move into Q1, Q2, it's going to be even slower. So you got to take advantage of the highest sales you're going to get over the next several months. And now is not the time to go way easy. Now is not the time to take a huge vacation if you need to get those sales. And now is not the time to not get those items you have listed, right? Get the items listed, get things put up. Be optimizing your listings in eBay, be out doing your retail arbitrage if you need to. But if you don't take advantage of this opportunity isn't going to come around again for another year. And so you don't want to miss out on the prime. Even if it's a downtime, it's still up from where things are going to be. This is going to look like a golden time if it's down in a few months. So take advantage of what you can now so you have that money that you can use to keep going and keep your business running as the year goes on.
Yeah. And I've heard so many people say, oh, I missed out. I didn't have my shipping supplies, or I don't have enough inventory. I haven't sold enough on this platform. Listen, we all can make excuses, and there is no time better to sell your items than in Q4. And you have no idea, none of us know what January, February, all of 2023 has for us. And so you know what you know in front of you now. And if you have items that are selling, or items that can sell, and you want to make the most of Q4, now is the time. Get your shipping supplies, run those sales, ship on time, take those offers, convert your sales, and make sure that you make this Q4 profitable. And with that being said, make sure to be real,
be relevant,
and be reselling. Lates.
Peace.